guys will have a little bit harder serves, different spin on their serves, a little bit more kick. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Missing there, and there is an early break for Michigan on the double fault.
Here we go, Irvine!
So it's one game love. Michigan breaking serve out of the gates. And to start things off for the Wolverines, it's Max Rothman. Blasts the first serve by Tommy Liu. Liu, a junior out of Sacramento. Boy, it was pretty obvious when we talked to these two, Gruskin and Rothman for Michigan, the bond that these two have formed in their 3 years here.
Yeah.
They say they're best friends. They do just about everything together.
I think on their questionnaire, when they said what would they want on a deserted island, they said each other.
That tells you all you need to know, and maybe too much.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're even at 15 all after the double fault. And in fact, this was pretty funny too. We keep talking about the superstitions. Alex Gruskin was asked what his superstitions, if he has any tennis superstitions. He says, high fives with my partner.
I can see him already.
Pre-match handshakes and lots of yelling.
I can see
Works for me.
They have their own little handshake after each point already.
Yep, they've done this a few times.
Yeah.
Big serve right there. Rothman was pretty excited about this because he thought there might be an opportunity to radar gun for his serve. He's been waiting his whole life for this chance to just see how fast he can serve it. Let's see if we can get that information. Somehow, some way, that ball went in.
I think that was a bit of luck, maybe a bit of wind.
A little divinity right there for Rothman as he manages to just get that one through on a bit of a shank. He was the first to apologize for it. All right, so when you apologize for a missed shot that happens to go for a winner, be honest, do you really mean it?
I think sometimes you do, sometimes you
Depends
don't.
on the moment.
It depends on the moment for sure.
Serving 40-15.
Wow.
Big serve and a big poach. Michigan has jumped out to the 2-0 lead and working quickly here against UC Irvine, who needs to come up with some games now as that deficit grows bigger. They're now down 9 games here in this match. Aggregate totals at the end of these 5 sets. So now serving Tommy Liu. Chemistry is such an important component in doubles, though, and to have your best friend as your partner, got to be a huge asset.
Yeah, that is huge. I think it really determines the whole kind of how the match is going to go. And if you're not a fan of your partner, it doesn't seem like it's going to be very positive.
You ever played with somebody you weren't a fan of? We won't name names.
I don't think so. I usually try and play with people I know or I'm good friends with.
That voice you're hearing belongs to one C.C. Bellis, rising star in American tennis. I'm Dave Kane, and that is a beautiful volley from one Alex Gruskin for Michigan. In sync early on here, leading 2-0. 15 all here, trying to break serve for a second time here in 3 games. What a return.
Wow. Seems like he's on fire early on here.
They say these guys are, in addition to being their best doubles team, their best cheerleaders. They're Spirit Award winners.
Seems like it.
It was evident talking to these guys. Serve from Liu. Missing outside. 15-30. Public Health Sciences major. That was a nice serve right there.
Looks like he has a pretty hard serve. Definitely one of his weapons.
Folks are probably so sick of hearing me talk about superstitions, but that's where our best answers came from. These little questionnaires that we sent out. Tommy Liu said his tennis superstitions. if I eat breakfast, I play bad, so I never eat breakfast.
I don't
know if that's a superstition or not. Technically. That was a good one, though. Oh, what a dig.
Good hands at the net there for Michigan.
They are constantly talking between points, aren't they?
Yeah.
Every point.
Can't be talking about strategy the entire time.
No, they are not. Cheerleading, you bet. Great point. It was a nice return initially off of a good serve, but Rothman that time going for a little bit too much, missing wide, and here's game point.
Yeah, I think that was definitely the right play. Just missed it by a little bit.
This is an important point, to say the least, for UC Irvine. Can't ill afford to fall into another hole. And you could see it there. Lou was reaching back on that serve. That was an aggressive second serve at that. Wow. Needed it. Reached back and served up a little extra dose of heat on that second serve, and UC Irvine with a much-needed hole. It's 2-1 now. So these two guys for UC Irvine trying to counter what is a duo that's been playing together for 3 years for Michigan. And there is a great return from Lou. He just used Kruskin's power against him right there. Punching it right back down and low. A little out in front right there. Capino. Gabriel Capino playing doubles. We expect to see him in mixed doubles play as well here later on tonight in the final set of this match. So at 30-15. Oh, he just managed to put it in. Really tough to fault Gruskin for letting that one go by. Those are just judgment calls. A little combination of topspin and maybe a little bit of wind brought it down. We'll have some special guests between the crossover here following this game, and another big return from Lou. He's had a couple of them already in this game. He set his team up for a chance to return the favor and come up with a huge break here to even this set up. But last year, we've referenced them a couple times, the defending champions, the Auburn Tigers, last year won their first national title. They'll be talking with our Bernie Gunther at the next changeover coming up following this game. Right now, break point. And there it is, UC Irvine on the verge of falling behind 3-0 manages to fend off a game point. They have not only done that, but they come up with the break. So we are now even again, 2 games apiece. UC Irvine gets the much-needed break. Right now, let's hand it off to Bernie Gunther. He is standing by with last year's champions. Again, it is the Auburn Tigers standing by.
And I am here with Michael Vega, and this has got to bring up some good memories for you guys. Last year, you guys were part of the national championship team for Auburn. What is it like watching this championship match again?
Oh, it's incredible. It's the talent between these two teams is awesome. It's so nice to watch 2 teams like this battling it out for the national championship.
And of course, this year a little bit different scenario for you guys playing in the bronze bracket, but Obviously, I'm sure that this had to be a fulfilling experience being a part of the national championship once again.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was funny. It was even fun being here. The talent is just incredible this year. I feel like this is the most talent we've had in this tournament in all the years to come. So there's a lot of talent, a lot of really good players. The competition is really fierce.
What do you enjoy the most about tennis on campus?
The camaraderie. Like, all the players are very nice. It's competitive, but it's really fun. It's completely normal to battle it out with a team and then be friends with them the rest of the year. It's awesome. I love it.
Well, congratulations on another great year.
Thank you.
Dave, back to you.
Is it all right?
Yeah, you could see it just a moment ago. Poise under pressure. We saw it last year at the USTA Tennis on Campus National Championships when Auburn came back to win in a tight match. You saw a little bit of that poise right there. The T-shirt gun was pointing right at him during that interview. Did you see him stand up in the mid-interview?
Yep.
That's big time. And here's a big-time shot from UC Irvine's Tommy Liu, who seems like he's picking up his play with each passing point.
They're definitely being a lot more aggressive right now than Michigan is.
Fifth winner of the match right there for UC Irvine. Both teams came into this game with 4 apiece. And there's another one for Michigan. Touche, says Rothman.
Great return.
Max Rothman had an opportunity to play tennis at the college level out of high school and an college scholarship offer at Colgate. Turned it down to go play at Michigan. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he is not the first in his family to go to Michigan. It's part of the family. Oh, what a lob. That topspin at the end of that shot made it near impossible. It was the death blow.
Definitely. I think that play couldn't have been much better than that.
Perfectly placed. The spin essentially serves. It won't go as a winner, but it wasn't far from it. Aggressive play for Liu, goes for naught there, recognizing as he taps his chest that perhaps a little overly ambitious there. So we'll go even at 30 all. UC Irvine came in connecting on 62% of their first serves of this game. That was a let. Fans oohing and awing. I don't know what, it was out of our view. I don't know if a youngster had the ball in his hands. Okay, no souvenir here. Here's another big poach and a nice shot for Tommy Liu.
He's really on top of the net here.
He's in attack mode, to be sure. So a game point now for the Anteaters. Combination of Gabe Capino and Tommy Liu, with Capino serving 40-30. Rothman's shot just a little bit too deep as they went to the chair umpire, and Mr. Pardon says, indeed, the call on the court will stand. So there is a held serve for UC Irvine as they have taken their first lead here in this set, 3-2. So now does Michigan find a way to dig back in. Serving here is Rothman. Big first serve, but a little too big. Oh. Tommy Liu smoked that one back.
Really hitting with pace and depth here. Poaching really well at the net.
Is it just me, or does it seem like in the third game on, Tommy Liu has looked like a different player? He's settled in.
Yeah, for sure. I think that could have been nerves too.
Now serving love 15. Rothman's first misses. Michigan had connected on 73% of their serves through the first 2 service games. But so far, Rothman is not yet in this game. Set up nicely there, thanks to a little help from the net. So is darkness prevails overhead here in Lake Nona. We've still got 3 sets of tennis to play. Ooh.
Whoa.
It was the backhand, too.
Wow, I can't believe his hands were so fast on that pickup at the net there.
You know, they tell you when you're playing tennis growing up, learning doubles, always leave it available for the forehand guy. But Rothman stepped in front of that backhand and actually hit it well. You couldn't really even fault him there. It was just unconventional. But
yeah.
Nonetheless, UC Irvine comes away with a point. Big ace.
Serve.
Haven't seen many aces thus far tonight. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, that might be the first ace we've seen.
Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe second.
Oh, you're right. There was a whiff.
Yes.
There was one that was
There was
blown
one.
by. Yep. Now, whether that one officially will be tallied an ace or did he just get a little piece of it? We'll have
Maybe
to go
she got a
back to
little
the what is it called again? The quick shot
Oh,
camera.
play site.
Play site. Thank you.
Play site.
Each of these courts equipped with play site technology. Tommy Lou continuing to sizzle, by the way, but play site technology uses that same type of technology, as I understand, it's used at the U.S. Open to determine whether ball's in play or not with the eagle eye.
Yep, the Hawkeye.
The
And,
Hawkeye.
Can call all the lines for you, see how fast your serve is, lots of different things.
It's the main reason that the guy who's serving right now came here, to get his serve measured.
Exactly. I don't think he knew how to work play site yet.
Rothman's second serve. And another great return. So there's the break UC Irvine has been looking for, and don't look now, but the Anteaters have won 4 consecutive games after they went down 2-love. Boy, did UC Irvine need this bump, this boost.
Definitely, and I think their aggressiveness is just really helping them win the past 4 games.
They came into this set, men's doubles, trailing 12-7 did UC Irvine. They're trying to make up some of that deficit right here. Now serving up a break 4-2. And I set up a break, actually up 2 breaks now. So Rothman goes back to return on that backhand side. Informatics major at Michigan. And there's a nice return. You know, we talked about, you look at some of these athletes on both of these sides. There's no lack of intelligence between these two teams. You look at the majors, I don't even know what an informatics major is.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think all the players, not just on this court, but in general, are all really smart.
Yeah. Lou couldn't make that shot. Tommy Lou, by the way, if you're wondering, a public health sciences major, wants to be a pharmacist. Meanwhile, his partner, Gabriel Capino, software engineering major. Like I mentioned, no lack of brain power here on the court. I haven't even gotten to Rothman's partner here, who's got quite a pedigree of his own right. 40-15, though, by the way. Michigan has a chance now with 2 break points coming. Tough serve from Lou. I was going to tell you a little bit about Alex Gruskin, who's going to be working as a field representative for Congressman Debbie Dingell when he's done with college. That's coming up. History and political science major of his own right. And there is the big serve that Lee was looking for. So they battled back again, fending off 2 break points, and now UC Irvine will have a game point of their own. Going to the forehand side, Michigan will elect to send Gruskin to return this serve. What a point.
Wow,
And the
that's
hold
huge.
for UC Irvine.
Huge for UC Irvine. He served so well in the last 4 points of that game. I don't think he missed a first serve.
Tommy Liu has been reaching back, making plays here during this run of 5 straight games that UC Irvine has pulled off. Looked like they were on the precipice of getting beat around here in this men's doubles set, falling behind 2-love, and actually were on a position to fall behind 3-love. Oh, great pickup there by Graskin. And the put away from Rothman.
Yeah, I think whichever team is going to be the most aggressive in this set is definitely going to win. And I think that's what UC Irvine's been doing really well.
Gruskin serving 15-love. Michigan finished in the top 10 a season ago in this very event. Most of their players are back from that team. Their highest finish prior to this year was 3rd place in 2013. He was a little early on his cheer celebration there. In the appeal to our chair umpire, not going his way. Well, he said he likes to yell, whether he's winning points or not. Living up to his billing right there. Alex Gruskin on the second serve. UC Irvine fights to get that point back. 30-15 now. Michigan trying to stay in this set. I talked with some other student athletes that had run into UC Irvine earlier today, and their scouting report for me was this is the strength of this Anteater team is the depth. They have a lot of different players that they can throw out, and all dangerous. That particularly comes into play late. Nice return there from Liu, and I don't know if the serve was in anyway. So now trying to fend off set point. First serve out, so now it comes down to this, a second serve. It's long, and UC Irvine comes up with a huge 6-2 win here in this men's doubles matchup. They have pulled back a little bit closer, came into that set trailing by 5. They have cut the deficit to 1. So we will go to our final 2 sets of the night, men's singles followed by mixed doubles, with still everything to play for. Amazing how quickly things can change. It was 6 games unanswered for UC Irvine. So obviously this is just 2 of 64 teams that converged upon here on Lake Nona. And there has been so much tennis played. Each of these teams played 5 matches leading up to this one. You had to go through unscathed, and both UC Irvine and Michigan were able to do just